There's a different form of intensity. It's more of a focus, would you say, here, rather than that bristling?
Yeah, I mean, you're one match away from achieving what you want to achieve. But talking beforehand about Judd's B+ game in this tournament, that's not going to cut it in this final, I don't think. He's going to have to raise it.
Back we go.
Yes, he's definitely going to have to raise his game somewhat. But success for Judd down to the 80s. And there's another unforced error.
One.
He's already thinking at least 3 shots ahead. He's looking to see if he could, well, where he's got the white now, he'd be nicely on the black. He could drop in behind it, so he's back looking at it. He wants the black back on its spot.
Six.
And that's just about perfect.
Yeah.
13.
So first part of the equation done. Got the black on its spot. The second part will be trying to split these reds off the next black. Must finish low.
14.
That's what he's done now. He needs to go into the right-hand side of the pack as we look. That red, the extreme red, on the right-hand pack, just stun into that with lots of pace. Well, he screwed back, but he's okay.
21.
Oh, this is a bit difficult to judge. He's quite close to it. It's a delicate little shot, but no problem.
22.
It's almost like he prowls around the table like a tiger. Very intense focus. Total control.
25.
I think he's on the red to the left of the bunch. This will open the whole game up. Watch this shot. He got to make sure he doesn't go in the middle pocket with a cue ball. Oh, that's wonderful.
26.
Wonderful shot. Oh, watch out, there's a rocket about.
Beautiful touch, wasn't it? Nice little kiss off that red. And try and get the pink. He would feel back on the spot now off this next red, and well, doesn't need any more cannons. All those reds are beautifully split.
32.
He's absolutely buzzing at the moment.
38. $39. $46. $47.
Delightful little shot, just stunning up between those two reds. Perfect on the blue.
$52. Cue ball.
And he just spotted something on the cue ball there. He's going to take some stopping the way he's cueing at the moment. He's in complete control of his game, his focus. He's been like that throughout the whole of this year's Betfred World Championship. He really has looked very relaxed and focused around the table.
53.
It's just wonderful to watch.
Yeah, nice little stun shot there, just
59.
to push that second red away.
$60.
And when he came to the table, pack of reds were all tightly knitted together. The black was near the left-hand side cushion. And with a couple of shots, he had everything in the open. Black back on its spot. Absolute genius.
67.
This is frame ball.
68.
And another century is looming.
I mentioned the other day there was people from all over the world here at the Crucible Theatre. The only country I didn't mention was Canada, and there's quite a few here from Canada as well. And Bob Chaperon's over for the World Seniors, which is here next week. And he was a former British Open champion,
82.
good friend of Cliff Thorburns. So he's in Sheffield.
83.
Quite a few Canadians here, and they'll be loving what they're watching here.
$90. 91.
Perfect angle on the pink just to drop behind this red. That's pretty good.
97.
Not the best angle, so we may have to screw up for blue.
98.
Blue for the century, his 14th of this campaign. And in it goes. Ronnie O'Sullivan is on fire. 1,168 centuries now in his career.
105.
It's just a shame about his positional play, isn't it, Ken?
Foul. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 105.
Yeah,
Judd
wonderful
Trump,
century from Ronnie O'Sullivan. Judd Trump stays in his chair. And the six-time champion extends his lead further. He leads Judd Trump by 5 frames to 1.
Yeah, what a glittering career. And the greatest player that's ever picked a snooker cue up. The only record he hasn't got of Stephen Hendry is 7 world titles, and who's to say he won't equal the King of the Crucibles record this year. But Judd Trump will have something to say about that.
Thanks, Ronnie. Thank you. Frame 7. Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
Bit too thin with the break-off shot this time, but the possibility for Judd, because he hit that break-off thin, that's why the white's not near the cushion. So Judd could do with knocking this in just to get a bit of confidence up and running again. Yeah, well played. And what a response to that long pot. But he's left with a very difficult black because he's tucked up on the cushion. And even if he was to pot the black, he wouldn't get on the red because the black would block it. So there's no value in taking the black on here. But at least Ken, that long pot will do his confidence the world of good.
Yeah, absolutely. He missed a few on the previous frame. Stephen said in the studio, he's just going to try and just not let Ronnie get away too early, because he's such a good front runner. He's got to salvage something from these last 2 frames in this session. It's pretty good.
Come around and have a look at the 2 reds. See if they're a possible plant. Be playing the safety shot as well. That's the reds that he's just had a quick glance at. He's okay on an intentional cannon onto the blue. Wasn't far off making the plant. That's the target now for the players, to try and land in behind the blue.
Just got to be careful while playing this shot. He doesn't knock a red over this right corner pocket. It's just gone far enough to the right side cushion. Oh, it's a good line and a good length of cue ball as well. And just about swerve around the brown here to hit the left-hand side. That red just below the pink spot. Bit short of pace, this one.
Yeah, pink and black tied up now. This next shot might, depending on whether he tries to, might develop the pink, which it has done. And look at the pace on this. Wow, a little bit, still very good, but a little bit further he could have sneaked in behind the yellow. But there is a long pot for Judd, but he's going to cannon the other red, so this could go wrong. He must pot the red. What a result. He had no idea what was going to happen, the cue ball there. And that was incredible. He made sure of the pot and just relied on, well, he knew he was cannoning into all sorts, but have a look at the series of cannons here that somehow developed the black. Amazing. But you got to take advantage. If you get a little bit of good fortune, capitalize on it.
9.
Yeah, that might spark him back into life here. Judd Trump really needs to re-establish himself in this final, and particularly this session. Stop the rot. Sometimes a shot like that can just get you going again. Been frozen out in these last couple of frames.
Thank you.
Yeah, nicely played. Pink is available when it goes back on its spot into at least 3 of the 4 pockets. The black is available into the, well, is it available? He
15.
is coming around to have a look at it. He doesn't have to worry about the black, really. He can stay on the pink.
$16.
Well, there you can see it. Black not available into that corner either, so it will have to be the pink because the blue's off its spot. Now that was a, I think, is he just okay? I thought he might have knocked that red into an awkward spot.
22.
He's okay.
23.
So there's still 4 or 5 ring pinks available with reds here.
Yeah, it's just a series of little stun shots and screw shots here and around the pink, just
29.
control of the cue ball. So once again, doesn't have to develop anything here. So
30.
this would be a nice frame for Judd to win, and particularly in one visit.
$36. 37.
Yeah, 100% focus and concentration here.
43. 44.
I think he's just okay. A little bit further would have made it a bit easier, as you can see there.
A bit careless to leave himself that angle on the pink. Should have been At least 3 or 4 inches higher up the table, so it had a natural angle to get back for these reds.
Stand still, please.
Just a little bit of movement in his eye line there. Oh, look at the side he's had on that. That's a wonderful shot.
50.
That was a lovely positional shot, wasn't it? Now, can he pot this red into the right corner, and that would free up the black into that corner pocket? Ah, great shot. Right out through the
51.
gap. Very nice.
Yeah, I was thinking he was going to have to win one of the last 2 frames. There's a possibility he could, if he goes on to take this, he could win the last frame and close the gap to just 2 frames. If you offered Judd that now, he'd take it.
57. $58.
Not quite safe just yet.
This could be the big shot, Dennis. If this goes in, he gets on a red. Good shot. How's his look on the red? Needs to slow. Needs to slow up.
Only 65
64.
in front, and there's still a possible 67 on the table. And this is a thin cutback. And his family there, mum and dad, and his friend Darren, they'll be delighted with this result in this frame. He's capitalized on his bit of good fortune when he landed on the black, but
Green ball.
everything else has been superb.
$68.
Nice. A couple of wonderful shots there to
69.
keep the break going. Back perfect on the pink. Yeah, this has been a quality break from Judd Trump. He's had to work hard for it. The opening red was superb. Got a little bit of luck, but
75.
he made the most of it. Could disturb the 2 reds here, bring them into play.
76.
Now one good shot on the pink. Looks good. Looks very good. Well, could we have another century dance? We've already been treated to 2.
82.
From Ronnie O'Sullivan. I'm sure the crowd would love to see
83.
another one from Judd Trump. It's really living up to all our expectations. This
89.
final already.
$90.
We've had 105 centuries in this year's Betfred World Championship. 108 was the
95.
record set last year. Oh, that spoiled it. He's going to have to fluke the
97.
green. Right. Hit it as hard as you can, Judd. Get in! No century break, but as Ronnie leaves the arena, that little bit of good fortune when Judd landed on the black, he took full advantage, and he
closes the gap, but he still trails.
As Judd Trump makes his way back to the final frame of this session. And what an important frame it will be, particularly for him. If he can close the gap.
Thank you.
Just
The
two.
final frame of this session, Judd Trump to break.
From 5-1, he'd be extremely happy. So Judd Trump gets us underway.
Thanks, Ronnie.
Well, it's a similar situation, isn't it? Exactly. But Ronnie can get down off the reds, the left side of the table, so won't have to worry about replacing the cue ball. And that's careless. To catch the blue, there is a possible pot if he can avoid canning into the black here. And Judd knocked a long red in at the start of the previous frame, which he didn't go on to score many off it. He was a bit unlucky, but to knock a long red in, I think it'd give him a nice little confidence boost. Could this be another one? Certainly can.
One.
Okay, not perfect on his next colour, but once again, a good long pot. That little sort of smile tells you, how do I get to my next red? That blue at that pace was quite a tough pot.
6.
Just wondering if he took this red on, then it's the one just above the pink into this right corner pocket. Could leave the cue ball on the left-hand side of the black. I don't think he'd be leaving anything from the pack into any pocket. So you could play this with an element of safety. No, but what a shot. And what a cue ball as well. Excellent shot.
7.
Could have done with just being off this side cushion a little bit more. Yeah, it wasn't easy. I think you got a heavy contact on that as
Judd
well.
7.
He was a bit unlucky there,
Thank you.
Dennis, because it was a wonderful pot, wasn't it? Just another roll of the ball with the cue ball. He would have been perfect.
Well, he wasn't entitled to get a heavy contact like that. The black straightened up. Judd knew straight away he got a heavy contact. But the red was a fabulous shot. The black is a little awkward now and not straightforward. But we know what Ronnie's like with his power shots. Let's have a look at the angle on the red. He might be able to get back to the blue or on the pink without crashing into them. But, you know, he might just take the chance.
Yeah. I wonder would he play that shot he played before he bounces the cue ball through the pack of reds. No.
1.
And that's not great.
Yeah, that was a bit surprising from Ronnie there because there's two reds at the back and to the right of the bunch that are available, and he should have been nicely on the pink there. That, to me, was the wrong choice of shot there.
Ronnie O'Sullivan 1.
I think he was a little bit annoyed where he left the cue ball, and a bit of a rash one there. black's just a little bit awkward for the safety shot. But I think he can hit this thin enough to keep it well away from the black. And with the blue up there, it's a big target, but has he found the gap here? It's a similar shot to the one he knocked in the previous frame when he cannoned 2 or 3 balls and finished nicely on the black. I think he might be able to avoid the reds if he pots this. Well, he couldn't avoid the reds. That was far from easy.
Could be very costly. And he's looking at the pink into the left center after this red. Oh, it's a bit hard, a bit pacey.
One.
Well, that's what he thought of that shot.
He hasn't even looked at the black. I don't know if he can get through to the black. If he's looking at the brown, well, he might, you know, he hasn't looked at it. He might be able to just sneak that in, but he didn't even look at it. This is tough. Oh, what a shot, though.
5.
Right in the center of the pocket. He hasn't dropped perfectly on this red. Tough to judge the angle when you're this close to it.
6.
Is it lovely? Now the only problem about putting the black is, as we see this wonderful shot, is the black will go back on its own spot. But we won't be able to pot it, it'll be tied up with the red. So we'll have to concentrate on the pink now.
13. 14.
Can't quite tell if the pink spot's available. We'll find out very shortly. If not, we'll go on the blue spot, which is not a bad thing. Yeah, pink spot
20.
occupied, highest available. And only available spot was the blue.
21.
And expect him to put all his concentration into this effort. Because to take the session 6-2,
27.
he'd be more than pleased.
Well, this is a possibility. He could develop the black here. Play a little cannon on that red just left of the black. He's got a nice angle. Natural angle. Doesn't like it. Back for the pink.
28.
He's played this nicely. Yeah, beautiful control. Just to miss the ball.
34.
Onto the left-hand side.
Long one, that's all.
Ronnie controlled that very nicely. Almost caught the green there. The extension on his cue and the extended rest, and he did very well to get nicely on the pink.
35.
So the key shot coming up. I don't know if he can, well, if the plant was on, that would be a bonus, but he can get into those 4 reds. He slid off them. That's the end of break. Unless this red somehow squeezes into the middle pocket
41.
past the pink, but I don't think so. No, that's very tight. Just the safety.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 41.
He could have found a better safety shot than that. He left an easy escape for Judd, and you know where the blue's situated. I mean, he's looking at the possibility of a plant, but it's a safety shot that he'll be concentrating on. If he gets a good cue ball here, he could put Ronnie in a spot of bother. And that's pretty good.
He's got him. He's got him snookered on all reds. It was an excellent shot. Trying to 2-cushion escape, trying to clip one of these reds just below the pink.
Foul and a miss. Judd Trump, 4.
Yeah, that'll be going back.
Yeah, it was very tight as to whether the angle was available there to get past the brown and hit enough of the side cushion. Because he was so close to the brown to get the angle. Yep, Ronnie's happy. Can he make the slight adjustment to catch the edge of those reds?
Foul and a miss. Judd Trump, 6.
Definitely got closer, okay. Now these 2 balls, a possible plant. Judd is having a good look. Well, yeah, pretty close. Maybe worth taking on. It's only because he knocked the pink out away. He's left this a possibility. There's not much of a gap between the 2. And he did get close to this, to getting out of the snooker. So this is worth taking on for Judd Trump here.
Yeah, it had to be made. He had to hit the first red on the thin side, and he achieved that. That's just about okay. You can pot this red and just stun over past the 2 reds to leave the pink. Well, he's going to have to take it up into the corner now. He wanted to leave it for the middle.
5.
Just drop the pink in and leave the 2 reds for the right corner, but that's finished a little awkward now. still might be able to get onto the reds, but there's a slight angle on the pink. Yeah, he can get over on the reds. Perfect.
Yeah, nice
11.
pink to keep the break going. Still not ideal. That red is tied up. The black could cause a problem.
12.
And the red is close to the right-hand side cushion. Overscrewed the cue ball slightly.
18. $19.
Yeah, good recovery. And now it starts to get a little bit problematic.
Blue ball.
Is he going to play this right-handed?
24.
Can he reach it with his left hand, stretching?
I'm just wondering, Dennis, with the angle that he has, can he pot the red and maybe disturb the red just to the left of the black, bring that into play at the same time? Doesn't like it.
Well, he knows the importance of this final frame of this session. He's made sure of the red. He's on the pink. And if anyone can get a forcing shot to get to that red to the left of the black, it's Judd Trump. I mean, he could just contain things, pot the pink, and then try and play the snooker on the last red, but we know how attacking he is. But let's see what his choice is here. Yeah, he's going to try and just get the snooker.
Yeah, he's done well.
31.
Yeah. He's back in the frame. If he lays a nice snooker red up into the bulk area, cue ball behind the black. He's back in good position now.
31.
And just goes favourite to win this last frame of the session. Ronnie needs a good escape. Not hard to hit the red, but hard to get safe.
What was clever there was to keep the red away from the cushion, because there's so much room around the back of it, whichever side of the table he goes. So he's got to judge this to perfection between the yellow and brown to hit the red. And there was always that gap around the back, and where's the cue ball going to finish?
Foul and a miss.
This will be,
Trump
well, it's a
free
free
ball.
ball, but I think Judd, well, he'll come and have a look at the possibility of taking the free ball, but I think at this stage, and it'll be in the final frame of this session, it'll be a brave shot to take the black on as an extra red. But he's chalking that cue.
Black ball.
No, no.
Well, that was the wrong choice for me. Okay, if the black goes in, but he was in. He had his opponent in a very difficult situation there. Probably should have put it back. Could cost them the frame. Ronnie O'Sullivan could have the advantage here. He certainly could.
1.
I don't know whether a lot of people noticed he just switched hands and knocked that in with his left hand. What a shot. I mean, this is tough enough. You're playing with your proper hand, but to switch hands and knock that in. Got to keep away from the middle pockets though here. Which he has done. If he misses the blue, it's perfect. If he cannons the blue, he could be in trouble. Well, can you believe it?
8.
Why hit it so hard?
Foul. And a miss. Ronnie Sullivan 8. Judd
So
Trump
unlucky
7.
to snooker himself with the blue there, but he should have taken a little bit more time escaping from the snooker.
He played it very fast, didn't he?
Ronnie. Yeah.
The referees.
What gesture did you see? I saw it. No, tell me. What did you see? Tell me what you said. I'm not going to see it. No, you tell me what you said. You saw nothing.
Right.
You saw nothing. Go and look at the camera. You saw nothing. Okay.
I'm not.
I'm not sure what went on there. Something
Thanks,
was
Judd.
said, but Olivier Martel just having a word with Ronnie and Judd. Nothing to do with Judd.
Sorry.
Judd just wants to know what was happening.
Yeah, but I had to say something, Judd. I had to.
Could have said it after the game.
I had to.
Yeah, whatever it was Judd said to the referee, well, you could have had a word after the game. But, so I'm not quite sure, Ken. We could have done without this just for the end of this
Exactly.
magnificent session that we've had here.
And it's a very important part of this session. Very important frame. It's getting a little tense between Ronnie and the referee, and Judd doesn't want that. This is a big shot. He's going to take it on. He's got it. He kept his concentration. And what a good shot that was. No, great chance to steal the frame.
Now, is he going to switch hands here? Or can he reach it? It's a bit of a stretch. He can just get there.
5.
Players
9.
have got just over 2.5 hours before they're back for the second session.
14.
He's done remarkably well, has Judd Trump, to win the last 2 frames. That's something a bit special. Smiles all around there. I'm not sure what went on with the referee, but Judd Trump has taken those 2 frames, but he still trails by 5 frames to 3.